Just a quick note before this free video. If you click like and subscribe, I'd be very thankful. All right, we're going to get into the...
I think they put him, I would say, I guess in another way to put it, they put him in that Jeff Jarrett category. You know what I mean?
Oh, no, come on.
They put him in that category where it's like you're there, but you're not really there, and you're missing all these things, and you don't like certain things about that person. And there's people like me who I always like Jeff Jarrett. I was a fan of a guy
like Jeff
him,
Jarrett,
so.
but by the way,
Tully
that's another
Blanchard,
one. You know, listen, I mean, I get it. People weren't into the MJF Jeff Jarrett thing, okay? I get it. You didn't like it. And, you know, to their credit, they're not going that direction at this point.
No, they got out of it well.
No, they didn't. That's my point.
Well,
he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Well,
just vanished.
Sometimes
it was like, okay, people don't like it, whatever. That's like, you know, whenever I go, hey, you know, so and so should turn babyface, or the other one is like, you know, they should have brought up Chase U to the main roster, whatever. And then people are always like, you know, it'd have a short shelf life, or the people aren't gonna like it. And I always think, it's fake. Okay, they don't get over, like, that's it. Beat them, and then they're released, whatever. But, like, so you don't like what they're doing with MJF and Jeff Jarrett. Okay, well, book a match and have MJF beat the guy. Like, and then it's over. Instead, he just vanished. So my presumption is that he vanished for a while, and I presume he's going to show up to try to win the Owen.
I'd be fine with that.
I guess.
Maybe he didn't know the Acclaim thing was going to pop up there. Not Bowens and Castor, but, you know, the trying to bring back the video game gimmick he's got going on. Maybe that's what's taken up his time. But, look, they got to Daniels, and they had to kill the legend there, and you got a little bit of Adam Page and MJF, which, you know, was fine for what you needed it to do, so... I don't know. I'm fine with the way that they dropped it as opposed to maybe doing some other things that would have drawn it out more.
No, I'll talk about this after the break. Observer Live. So here's the thing.
All right.
I don't like him dropping it because they drop too much. And you don't want your fans to get the idea. Why should I invest in anybody? Because they might just like, here's a good example, okay? So, Young Bucks were the tag team champs. And, you know, as everyone is aware by now, they had a number of teams that were in line to potentially beat them for the tag team titles, one of which was the Outrunners. Okay? Now, at the time, the Outrunners were as hot as they'd ever been, okay? And my argument was, dude, they're freaking hot right now. Have them win the tag team titles. If they cool off, who cares? Beat them. Have another team win it. It doesn't matter. It's fake. But no, they chose not to put them on the Outrunners. And, you know, then they booked the Outrunners like nerds, and now they've cooled off, and now people are like, oh, thank God they never put the titles on the... Yes. That's the wrong way to look at it. You should have struck when the iron was hot. But the point is...
This is not a...
Hold on, there's a point here.
Oh, there is? Okay.
So they decide that the Bucks are going to face Private Party. They're going to have this great match, and that's it for Private Party. They lose, whatever. Well, the match is even better than great, and Tony watches the match, and he goes, my God, I'm going to put those titles on Private Party. So even though they got beat, they, like, are back in the title picture again. They build to the rematch. The Young Bucks, like... a performance of a lifetime. Private Party looks like the best team on earth for about 20 minutes. They win the titles. The place goes freaking haywire. It's like 2019 AEW. I mean, they went haywire. Okay? And then they did nothing with them. Nothing. They sat out there and they watched Sonic the Hedgehog and Shadow doing matches or whatever. Like, they did nothing with them, okay?
And then changed.
Then
right?
They had him in a feud with the Hurt Syndicate. They made him look like geeks in the lead-up. Then they made him look like geeks in the championship match. And here's the point. Where are they now? How long ago did they lose the tag team titles? They vanished off the face of the earth. They're wherever Wardlow and Britt Baker and Jungle Jack Perry and, like, Athena. I mean, you could go on and on. I know where Athena is at least, but like the others are just gone. They're just gone. And remember for a while there, Jay White was with the Guns and it was like a hot act and everything like that. Yeah. And then the Guns just disappeared. They were gone. People were like, where the hell are the Guns at? And now it's like we got to watch Max Caster be a nerd every week. And meanwhile, where's Billy Gunn? I mean, I know where he is. He's in WWE 2K25, but like other than that, where is the guy? I mean, where's Bowens? People just vanish. Like, how can you get into... I mean, it's like, you never know when someone's going to just disappear. Have you grabbed your F4WOnline.com shirt yet? Well, we got a bunch of them. They're up in the store right now. F4WOnline.com/shirts. You can grab your -5 stars shirt, your Dave Meltzer Wrestling Observer shirts, even the brand new After Dark Radio shirt. You love Granny? We have Granny's Gang shirts. Have you ever won a shoot battle royal? Probably not, but you can tell people you did. So check out the store. All of these great shirts and more. It's through Pro Wrestling Tees. F4WOnline.com/shirts. That's F4WOnline.com/shirts.